guys, I told you if I lost you, I'd be back. Hey, look, there's a top secret, whatever it is. Raised Hummer, that's what it is, Hummer. It's got red, it's yellow with like a blue on the back, and red, it's top secret. It's kind of cool. Very attention. I thought mine attracted a lot of attention. Mine don't attract nearly much attention. Sorry guys, like I said, if I lost you, I'd be back. At least until I get to where I want to go. When I get to where I want to go, I'm probably going to have to, you know. I only knew I was gone because I dropped to like 3 people. So, yeah, when I get to where I want to go, I'll probably get off because I need to, you know, just walk my dog. I need to go walk my dog. Hey. Yeah, he knows. Zook, they think you're beautiful or handsome or whatever you are. If they only knew your personality, huh? Well, sorry. Tracy must be asleep, dude. I wear her out. I feel so bad. I still can't put the Tina piece together though, because Spirit did mention Tina. And so I still can't put that together for some reason. Like, I don't know why they would mention her. She did live with her in 2023 for like a couple months or something. I can't put that piece together. She's one that's like, I guess she's pretty advanced in the medical, technical stuff. So, Tucson. So that one, I don't know. I can't put it together. But this is why I'm like, well, the information I got was before any narrative or anything came out. I think everybody's focusing on the narrative. Everybody's focusing on, oh my God, it was a kidnapping. No. Constantly felt it was staged, rehearsed, something. Like, made it look like that because of who Savannah was and all of that. So then everybody focuses on that. I'm surprised that like FBI people are focusing on that. I saw that one lady, Jen or whatever, say, oh yeah, they disabled the cameras in the front and went through the back so they could bring her to the front. I'm like, that makes no sense. That literally does not make logical sense. Why would you bring a person you're kidnapping through the front where the light is? And why would you disable a camera with a freaking plant if you're going to take the camera in the first place? Doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, it was planned, but I think timeline moved up because there's impulsiveness in the chart as well, like in the cards and stuff. Like it was impulsive. Like I just saw him like hit her out of nowhere. And like I said, I got those things like before, like I think it was like the morning of the 2nd when I was live, like doing readings. Someone asked about it. So that took me on this journey that I would never expected to go on. So almost like I was picked in a way, like Spirit's like, here, let me just shove this in your brain and you can take this case and it can drive you crazy and everybody can think you're crazy while you're doing it, and you can go to Tucson 20 times and you can just see how it feels to go in all different directions and learn how to hone in your feelings and your feelers. Like I said yesterday, I think had a lot to do with like recon, like bringing me back and getting me to feel, hey, no, you're going too far. And then the whole Frenchie thing, like I keep going back to them, like it's so weird because they yelled Frenchie at the EVP and it didn't make sense. And then I saw that sign yesterday and like that maybe means that I was supposed to see that today, and that's why the REM pod was going off, and I was supposed to recognize the feelings, you know, before I got to the church. So I don't know about the right person. Like I'm not one that like is good at feeling things, you know. Like a lot of other, I always tell Tracy, like, I don't understand why can't I be like those psychics on TV that just like kind of feel their way on a map and just walk to an area, you know, on Cincy Murder. Like I can't do that. I wish I could. And it takes me like 50 trips to hone in on the energy and figure out, you know, maybe she's not far, maybe she's close, or maybe I'm following this person or that person, you know. I always doubt myself, dude. Well, that's what I'm saying. I think that they would have checked ants, because I thought that too, like in the back by the pool house possibly. But I mean, she lives on almost an acre. It's very possible. I had thought that, but that's the only other place I think she would be if she's not in this community. But again, the chart doesn't pull out 4 miles. The chart pulls in at least 1 mile and close to home. Short distances. It doesn't pull out that far. I think the dream was symbolic, just to tell me who was involved and that she's somewhere that everybody's walked around her and she's hidden. That's what I think the dream was about. And there is some sort of creek or wash or something like behind or whatever. I think the sheriff is, after what I heard yesterday about the alleged corruption that Tracy was telling me about, some sergeant was talking about. Yeah, I do think so, especially if it's true that he's his like fishing buddy or something. I do have my underwater camera if there is some place that is like septic or something that is accessible. So I haven't tried to use it yet, but I did bring it. It is charged. So thank you. He is. He knows it, huh, buddy? And that's why I think he'll be, well, we won't be incognito because he's so beautiful and I have an orange car, but I think maybe we'll be a little less threatening. Yeah, if I can get to it. I ain't trying to get like in trouble. I don't know. I heard that T was like his fishing partner or something. I don't know how true that is. He likes sitting back in the back. He doesn't like being in the front. I've tried to get him to go to the front. There, you guys can look at him more. Now's your time to shine, Zook. I don't know. I need to do them soon for bills, but I've been on the road, like I said so people don't understand how energetically draining this is, because I feel a lot. So I felt a lot at the construction site because of the car accident. I felt a lot yesterday at Nancy's. I was exhausted when I got home, plus driving out here for an hour and a half. Like I just freaking passed out. And the REM pod went off at 1:30 to wake me. It was going off when I got home, like welcome home. And then it went off at 1:30 to wake me up. And it kept going off because it needed battery replacing. But then once I replaced the batteries, it stopped. So they were like trying to wake me up, like you got to get up and feed and do all that stuff. Because my eyes were like dead yesterday. They were hurting so bad. And I don't know if it was like the screen time, not enough sleep, what it was. But they were awful. So I was on the phone with Tracy and I said, I gotta put some lube in my eyes and lay down for a minute. And then, yeah, I fell asleep, and I fell asleep with her on the phone. Poor thing, she sits there and listens to me sleep. I don't know why she doesn't hang up. She never does. So, I don't know. That's probably where she is right now. She's probably sleeping, because she kept asking me, are you gone yet? I'm like, I'm trying, dude. I had to go get hay, and I had to let the dogs out because they were in the crates. Some of them were my escape artists were in the crates yesterday. So, I had to put them back today, and I felt really bad because I did not want to go up here today because of that, but I have to go. It's going to drive me crazy if I don't go check it out. It's going to drive me crazy. It'll drive me nuts. After what I felt yesterday and realized what I realized this morning, I have to. It'll drive me absolutely insane. It'll kind of be like if this wasn't a local case, like I would be just like driven crazy. I don't think she's a Annie's because the chart doesn't pull out 4 miles. It pulls out a mile at the most, maybe even closer. If she's not around that community, then yeah, but I think she's around the community. I don't know why he would ever put her at his house. That doesn't make sense either, because he's done all this work into making it look like she was kidnapped by the cartel or whoever, or some group, whatever bullshit, And there was never kidnapping. And that's why, like, when I see certain psychics say she was kidnapped and blah, 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 I'm like, you guys are not clearing the narrative. Like, you're doing readings after the narrative and you're using that as a narrative. A lot of them are saying, I guess, from what Tracy told me, that they're getting the same thing with who I think is involved. But there's some that are, like, going off on the Epstein files, which is bullshit. There's some that are really focused on that narrative, you know? Yeah, no, she's a good friend. I don't know. She always is talking to me so I don't fall. Like, I called her yesterday and I said, I got to go a couple of other places because I went to LUKES yesterday. There is something with him. I just don't know what it is because I got a headache by his house. So I don't know if it's just he's involved in other stuff or there's some involvement here. Maybe he gave him equipment. Maybe he helped record it. Maybe he got paid to record it but didn't do the kidnapping. That's very possible because I got a headache. And, like, he lives off of Orange and something Michael. And I'm like, Michael, are you kidding me? Because that keeps coming in the EVP on the Spirit Talker over and over again. So I thought that was weird. But I did get a headache there. So, again, I don't know if it's... there's got to be some sort of involvement. Maybe he just helped him record the video and gave him the equipment. No, there's definitely a pack involved, but they're not involved in, like, the murder and, like, real kidnapping. It's all the staging and stuff behind the scenes that they're involved in. All the, like, sending notes and helping with equipment and helping with the video and the staging, like, that's where all the people are coming in at. I think he just dragged her and put her in the back of the car at 9:45. Because I always get like the pack card, so I do think there's more people involved, but I don't think they're involved in the act itself. I think they're involved in the cover-up, the misdirection, the staging, all that. You know, sending the letters, all that stuff. That's where I think that comes in at. I think he acted alone in the actual act and the hiding, if that makes sense. I'm good. There's, like, literally nothing. I'm fine. No different than talking to Tracy when I'm on the phone with her. I talk to her the same way. So, all good. I'm just on a straight freeway right now. I'm about 4.7 miles. Shit, I'm here later than I wanted to be again. Damn it. I keep doing that. It wasn't so far away. I know, I gotta get an oil change or something. I can't do that till, like, later this month. Probably. And I'm a little concerned because it keeps telling me, oil change required. This is all the Neptune and Saturn in my third house of Aries. I've been moving. And I do want to go up to Mount Lemmon, though. It's not related to Nancy. There's somebody else, there's an old man up there that I want to go try to look for at some point if I can. Yeah, I know, it just feels late because, you know, I gotta get out there before coyotes and stuff come out. I do have my zap stick though, so. I got my zap stick! Thank you to Sheridan for giving me that. I feel a little bit safer with it. I don't think so. I mean, I always saw, like, her burned in some way, and that's the other thing that I don't know, like, that doesn't make sense to me, honestly. Like, it could just be he poured acid on her or something because the acid came in, like, that's burning, like, not with fire. I don't think she's been cremated because where would they do that at? Do you realize how much it takes to burn a body without some sort of cremation? You would have to have access to a mortuary or something like that. So I'm just wondering because, yeah, acid came in the EVP, acid burns. So what if he poured acid on her instead of using fire? Because people say, well, he can't really burn her because he blew her up, right? Because of the whole, like, battery and stuff and the pacemaker. So what if he used some kind of agent in the house to try to, like, acid or, like, cleaning something or bleach or something like that to, you know, for evidence, DNA evidence or whatever. Like, that's still burning. So that makes sense. Why I could not place the acid in the EVP, and I was like, maybe it's another case, but maybe Spirit's bringing it up like that. Like, to kind of say, and I did get the poison card, right? So maybe that he used some sort of something to, like, do you know what I mean? Especially if she's in the community still, like I think she is, and all of that, then he wouldn't have had time to, like, burn her anywhere or anything like that anyways. That makes more sense. Because the acid and that makes more sense. I could not connect that. That makes more sense. Yep. Yep. Because I always feel sick at that church, and it might be just like she's around there. Because I keep telling Tracy, like, why do I feel sick here, but I can't figure out, like, where she could be at around here? Like, it doesn't make sense. So then I kind of went down. Well, could she be, like, is there a neighbor involved? And then the neighbor came in too, so that community, like, either on the property, because you get abandoned house property, like, if somebody's not there, like, if it's for sale or if it's under construction, then the whole property is open. Yes. Go back to the readings. There was never a kidnapping, guys. I'm telling you, there was not a fucking kidnapping. That's what the blood was. He hit her on the head, allegedly, when she was coming into the house. He got mad. Those drops do not look like somebody walking out. They look like somebody going in. Yeah, it is basically two different crimes when you think about it. But originally I thought maybe the neighbor come in, you know, the other neighbor, I mean, who knows? Maybe he hired him, you know? Maybe that's why he's pointing the finger. I don't know. I don't know who exactly hired. That's what I can't put together. But Luke has to be involved in some way. Maybe he hired him just to make a video or something. I don't know. Well, yeah, but I was also at a place where everything took place. Shit, I was supposed to get off there. I'll have to go around, I think. I miss my accent. I should know it by now. Sorry. But it's almost like hidden in plain sight. And I want to say that's what we were originally saying in the beginning. You can get off on Miracle Mile. You need a miracle today, so hallelujah. The interesting Miracle Mile is 77, which is a very spiritual. 777 is 7 is my favorite number. So, I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to get off here. I always I've turned here before because there's a cement plant right there, and I was like, weird. And it's right by the railroad tracks. Could be getting another person by the tracks, though, too. I mean, I kind of wondered if it was Bella, but I think what I got with gold with Bella in that dream is her. I think that's for her. I don't know if her dad's actually going to throw a Hail Mary and do that or not. Go look. He said he would. Yeah, no, I know he is, but I mean, he's very adamant that he had a premonition that Tommaso did it, so, or T did it, so it makes me wonder, what did he really see? Do you know what I mean? What did he really see? There's some aspect, what did he really see? But could he pull something off like this? No. And he was the last one seen with her. Like, he had dropped off, which, again, when I got my information, I got it before, like, it was from Spirit. I got it before there was any narrative, there was anything. It was very clean. It was clean before anything tainted my readings. And then just every single card that I pulled has backed it all up. I mean, he could have been paid to play a part. I don't know. Because the ring's been bugging me unless, like, it was pawned and he got it or something. Or it's just another similar ring on someone. It could be. I had thought, and Tracy, we both had kind of thought, like, an Arizona, like, University of Arizona ring. But I couldn't find one that looked like that. Someone sent me validation for something, and I don't know what it is. Hey, look, there's my car at a hotel. There's the second show. I think so, too. Like I said, I think yesterday was recon. And I had to come home, and then Spirit had to wake me up with that part of the EVP where I asked where she is, and I hear the community. And when I played that for my mom, because I was like, hey, Mom, listen to these EVPs. They're pretty cool. And when I asked where she was, if we could find her, and it said the community effectively, she's like, she's in the community. And it didn't click until, like, sometimes it takes me a minute. Like, it didn't click until, like, Spirit repeated it this morning. And I'm like, well, I did feel sick at the church. Like, I just need to go walk the neighborhood and see, because I'm always driving the neighborhood, and it's just different when you drive. Like, you can't pay attention. You can't see what houses are open, you know. Because he could have picked, like, an abandoned house, like one that's, like, you know, someone's left for a while on vacation, or it's being sold and they're not living there, or it's under construction, or, do you know what I mean? It's very possible, but he would have to know that prior. Had to have been sitting. Here's the, I joked the other day, I was like, maybe I need to go into the cemetery, because this is the first place I checked, because it's by Glen. There's a cemetery right here. And it's pretty old, and they were doing, like, a movie night in the cemetery, but I was like, maybe I should go and do an EVP session in the cemetery right there. But it's also not a great place to be by myself. So, but yeah, Glen's right there, and then there's that canal. So I walked when I first started this. That's where I walked. But actually, the Glen Road is right where that guy went missing. It's like the crossroad is off of Glen Road, and I was like, oh my gosh. And they're saying, like, he was last. The guy in that one, I can't remember his name, but he was last seen at that address, and there was some kind of confrontation. So I just thought it was interesting that it's like the cross street of the place where that dude was. No, not in a cemetery. This is way too far away from the house, so she's not in a cemetery. Like I said, close to the house. I always feel like I'm leaving her. That's why when everybody's like, oh, she's southwest, she's down here, blah, blah, blah. Like, I was going with that for a while. And I was like, yep, I always get drawn back to the house. And I'm like, I just don't think he drove that far with her. Like, when Spirit said the community, when I asked if she could be found, and they're saying the community, what does that tell you guys? The community. Third house, short distance, not ninth house. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she was far. I don't know. I don't think so though, because I always feel like I've driven a lot of different places just to check things out, and I always feel like I'm leaving her. It doesn't feel right. I feel the most by her house. Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, she's got to be in the area. Because, look, the EVP also said Orange twice. Not once, twice. That's Orange Grove. I always feel sick at the church. The school's right there. We talk about the school. Somebody said band practice at 6. EVP said band practice, or practice at 6. Then it gave me band stuff, and I thought it connected to T. But somebody said, well, the school, band practice. Hello, Rochelle. Duh. Hello. Duh, Rochelle. No, I don't think she's on her property. They checked that pretty thoroughly with dogs and stuff. I want to stay kind of by Orange because it feels like it's a marker. Then I had a dream about the golf courses. Remember I was dreaming about golf courses? There's no patch about those but there's a golf course over there. A little more east, but it's still in the same vicinity. It still backs up to her community. And go back to the dream. Everybody was walking around her in the dream. And I can't let go of that dream because I'm like, what am I missing about this dream? This is very significant. It's very specific. It's very clear. I can still go back into it. So it means something. I'm like, what is it that it is other than like who's involved? Everybody was walking around her in the dream. She was hidden. Everybody walked around her. And like I said, if there's a septic or something in like a house that's not there, like I have one in camera, but I'm not trying to get arrested. You know? But at the same time, I don't think people will have a problem if I tell them why I'm there. If I'm like around, you know, and I just say, look, I'm just looking for Nancy. Sorry, bub. Everybody else ran and I stopped. You okay? You okay? We had a yellow light. No, that's what I'm saying. There's nothing that really resembles a dream like I've seen. So in the dream, I don't know if the two-story White House is like symbolic, like overseeing, because in real life, A&T's house is on a hill overseeing, and it is like a vacant lot with plants and stuff like that. And I went over there, and I just don't see like how she could be there. And there is a creek that runs behind it, or it's like a dry one, a ravine. So I thought maybe there. So I walked around there. But I think in an aspect, it's just like pointing to, okay, in some way they're overlooking something, you know. But the fact in the dream that everybody was walking around her was like, okay, she's been walked around. They haven't found her. People are walking around her and missing her, is the way that I take that. Like all the cops and everybody was walking around. And I found her. Not like I'm actually going to find her, but in the dream I did. I uncovered her. Like I uncovered, she had rocks on top, like, and I took the rocks off and I uncovered her. So, I don't know, that dream's been bugging me, and I'm like, I think it's very symbolic in like a few different ways. Because the place that, like, it actually almost looked like across from A&T. The only thing different is in my dream it was just, there was nothing. It was just dirt. There was no plants or nothing. In reality, there's like cactuses and stuff, and it's like a little walk-through area. That's where I found the black glove and stuff. Oh, that was really freaking weird. And then, like I said, the chart pulls in. It's either 1.1 mile or 1 mile, or like I think she's like that area puts about a mile And somebody said yesterday, I think you were close because the band thing. And I didn't even put that together with the school because I was looking for a school in the beginning. We had talked about a school, church, something like that in the very beginning. And I always pull those 2 cards. And I thought, well, maybe it could be like, it's Zeus, but yeah. I do have a Zeus, but he's a Chihuahua. You know, I thought, well, maybe it could be because you were missing from the community. I don't think so. I always get like house, property. I don't know. We're just going to walk and see. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to walk and see. That's why I had to come back up here. I'm like, I drove, I didn't walk. No, I think they're not looking for her because they know where she's at. Or at least he does. Just like he's not crying for her and saying, bring my mom home, please, I'll pay whatever you want. Bring her home. Why is he not begging? Why is he not begging? Why is he not begging? If that's if that is your mom or your mom-in-law and she's missing and there's a ransom out for her, why are you hiding? Why are you not coming out and saying, hey, bring my mom home? That's why it doesn't make sense. You're out hiding, you're going to the Olympics, you're not crying for your mom that you supposedly love so much that you were taking care of. Your actions are really speaking very freaking loudly, sir. And if everybody suspects you, why are you not coming out and saying, look, I have nothing to do with it. Where's my mother? Bring my mom home. I'll pay whatever you want. I'll give you whatever you want. You know what I mean? Savannah's the only one doing that. Because the dude don't freaking have it. But still, you know, we'll give it to you. Whatever you want. Bring my mom home. You don't see him doing that. And interestingly enough, do you see any more ransom notes? Do you see any more notes? I know where your mom is. I don't know. I don't think so. I wouldn't get the information I was if they are. Unless I'm just able to break through it. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm going back to the church. I felt like yesterday when I was going down Orange, like the further I got down Orange, I was like, nope, I got to. You remember when I told you guys, well, whoever was here, I was like, I was on Inya and I was like, nope, this is too far. It's not right. I got to go back. And then that's when I got hit I actually got hit before we got to the church. Before I got achy and I got a headache. And you guys know when I feel certain energies, I get achy and stuff like that. Like that's one of my tells. And that was right before I got to the church. But then after I got off with you guys, I went to the church with Tracy and I'm like, why do I feel this way here every time? It never fails that I always get a headache and I feel sick here and I can't figure out why. I'm like, is something weird going on at the church or is she close to here? Well, the church is on Orange. Orange mentioned twice. It's in the community. It's about a mile. Like, I just need to go walk. I need to see what's accessible. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. No, I don't. That's bullshit. There's no Epstein shit connected to this. I don't care what that lady says. No, there's no Epstein shit. Why? Explain to me why you would want to take an 84-year-old woman over Epstein stuff when the Epstein files are coming out. Nobody gives a fuck about that. It's already out. Why would you kidnap an 84-year-old woman? There is no kidnapping. All those people started doing the readings after the kidnapping narrative came out. They need to take their mind out. They need to go back to the drawing board and not look at it as a kidnapping and see what they get. There's no fucking Epstein files involved in this. It's just a bunch of bullshit. I hate when people start bringing all this. Now, sometimes there's conspiracies. Sometimes there's crazy shit. But not in this instance. Just because of who Savannah is. That's why they're doing it that way, guys. That's why they did this whole thing. Let's make it look like the cartel cap kidnapped her because of who the mom is. Okay, then come out here and do it, Terminator. I thought you got blocked yesterday. I'm waiting. Come on. Come do it. Tell me where she is then. Go ahead. I do. I think they have an idea. I do. I do think that they feel like there's something not right. She's not in Mexico. You're so full of shit. Thank you. Let me see. Can I don't know how to, why can't I block him? I don't understand why I can't block him. It only lets me time him out. Probably someone trying to do misdirection. Yesterday, Tracy comes on and she's like, Rochelle, I think you're being watched. I'm like, yeah, that's why I don't like to do lives about this kind of stuff a lot of the time. He's probably the one sending the Bitcoin things. He's probably the one sending the ransom things. She did, but you can only do it for 24 hours. That's why I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. Dude, why are you hot? The air's on. California is where I'm from. Sorry, everybody slammed on the brakes. You're good. At least you're not in the front. I have to slam on my brakes while the dogs hit the freaking floor. Sorry, bud. Not my fault everybody slammed on their brakes ahead of me. Now you make me cold. Welcome. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I will. I'm not saying I will. I'm just saying that in the dream I did. So it could also mean like I just have a, maybe an idea of where she is. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to follow my feelings. He's been sitting behind me. I feel bad because Justice has flown on the floor before, so when I've had to slam on my brakes. I'm trying. I mean, I think Spirit has basically laid out, especially today, what I feel happened, right? It's 80. It's supposed to rain like this evening or tomorrow. That's one reason. Another reason I needed to come out. And I might make a video like going over it again. I don't know. I timed him out for 24 hours, but I can't figure out how to. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that. So I think they switched the pacemaker to a different Bluetooth and actually moved the Bluetooth and not the pacemaker. But you can't track a pacemaker like that. No, you could if it was connected to the Bluetooth device that like it was connected to, then you could track the Bluetooth device, right? But I really think that they moved, like they switched, like they moved the Bluetooth device and not her. Does that make sense? They either switched it to another Bluetooth device, or they moved the Bluetooth device and they didn't move her. Like, you know what I mean? Like they left her there and they took the Bluetooth device somewhere else. So. I just don't really have a scary dog I can bring. I was like, I need to bring Freya, but she's kind of not like an asshole to everybody. I couldn't trust her. I mean, she's not, but she is. Like, I couldn't have her around any other dogs that she doesn't know, or people. She's a little protective. Well, no, that's what I usually like. Like yesterday was the first time I did like a live because, I wanted to kind of like tell you guys where I was at and what I was doing and everything. I wanted you guys to kind of see a little bit of like how things go, right? But I don't usually do that because usually people don't really like to know. I mean, I don't want people to know where I'm at. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he's okay. No, I don't think it was removed. I think that the Bluetooth device was moved, making it seem like she was taken and it was disconnected somewhere else. Oh, because it's Monday. School's in session. Interesting. Yeah. Here's the church. Oh, I didn't even realize I was freaking here. My map. Okay. Where are all these cars from? They were here yesterday. Can't be church in session on Monday. We're just gonna... I don't think anybody can get mad at me for parking in a church parking lot. I think I'll park... I want to park there, but I'm afraid I'll block that dude. I don't know why that's a parking spot either. There's a lot of cars here today. It's kind of weird. The person is right under their nose. They've only had their vehicle for 4 weeks. Go back and watch the other live. But I mean, if you're new, you like catch up on the videos. Oh yeah, that's true. Where am I? I don't want to tell anybody. Well, I mean... No, that's not the school he doesn't teach anymore. I already went to the basic school. Remember I told you guys I pulled in at 212 and I felt sick? He doesn't, like, we don't know what happened. Like, we don't know where he's working or what he's doing now, so. Alright. Rochelle's got to put on her shoes. She can't go hiking and walking in flip-flops again. Although I tend to love to do that. You can go watch the other live because there's way too much to catch you up on. Like, it's just, I can't repeat it all. So, it's all there. There was a live before this. Go watch that one. That's where I'm at right now. This is like the second part because I lost everybody, but I had basically talked about everything in the first live, I think. Well, yeah, that's what I was wondering. I'm like, Tracy, why don't you pretend like you're getting ready to hire him and find out what happened? So, that was, I tried to get her to do that. Like, come on. You be my little PI. Tell him that you need, a reference. Oh, I got my zap stick. I'll zap them. It's not just for, and that's a high voltage, so it'll probably put them on their ass. Anybody tries to take me. You guys, like, I'm not a baby. I am prior military. I actually should be packing, but I actually need to learn how to use that I have, because I have one that I've never shot, so I don't even, Thank you. I will zap them. We learned how to use it yesterday. Hey. I do. That's why I'm back. I mean, like I said last night, I sent something pretty strong and we didn't know that somebody was in a car accident over there. So that was kind of really good to learn about my gift. I don't sense them in the way that normal. I sense them through pain, through feelings. Like, it's not like, I don't know. It's quite different than some people. Yeah. All right. It's late. It is 2:33. I'm going to get off here and I'm going to go for a walk with my zap stick and my dog. So thank you guys. I will see you soon. Watch, I have to go pee. And I'll see you guys soon, okay?